What do we do with the pain that still lingers? The parts of ourselves that we hide in the darkness. For all this glory, the piety of light is still oppressive. They say that we hide that which is considered taboo, or fear of being exposed in the light. Light and dark are two opposing forces that can provide freedom or persecution. What do we do when the world teaches us that we must hide the best and the worst parts of ourselves? There is no glory in bearing crosses that we should not have had to bear. There is no victory in meeting the expectations of the world when they don't align with who we are. Yet, to find ourselves truly means embracing our darkness while choosing to shine our own light, to be our own light. To wield one or the other means living a life devoid of balance. There is something about the duality of these forces and the way in which they exist in a paired relationship. Trauma and pain can pull us into the deepest of depths, but perhaps knowing our darkness is what we need to reach the heavens. To suppress our darkness in the pursuit of our own divinity is surely the path to losing the divinity entirely. The bitter truth of darkness is that our pain teaches us lessons we shouldn't have had to learn. But those lessons are no less valuable in the long run. Sometimes, those lessons teach us how to protect ourselves from those who mean to cause us harm. And sometimes, those lessons teach us how to be there for others in a way that no one was for us. Though would they not feel like it? There is power in wielding our darkness in the pursuit of lessening our own suffering, and even in lessening the suffering of those around us. It's a way to remind us that there is still some path to transcending our own experiences. It seems that the curse of being trapped in this darkness and finding ways to the light and being trapped again and finding our way back is going to be our entire experience. Difficulties, successes, defeats, victories. Life marked by prosperity and decline. Revisiting old patterns, making old mistakes. Finding ways to forgive ourselves, hoping that we can get others to forgive us too. Perhaps the only way to really heal from these experiences comes in the recognition that the darkest parts of us need love too, need care, need someone to see them. And that may well be something that only we can provide ourselves. The grace to realize that we've made mistakes again, but that they don't define us. The humility to understand that overcoming some of our darkness doesn't mean that we won't be back there again. After all, if we can show up for ourselves in these moments and tell ourselves that even when nobody else has got us, we got us. No abuser, no mistake, no stumbling, no falling. None of those things can contend with that. To keep ourselves and not abandon ourselves when everything else feels lost is the only thing we really have control over. It would be easy to call these moments when we return back to the darkness as mistakes, failing to prevent ourselves from harming ourselves or others. But the truth is they aren't mistakes. They are just us doing our best at any given moment, trying to cope with our reality, recognizing that this is the best that we could do in that moment might be the real path forward. It might be the path towards us recognizing where we still need to work on things. And sometimes it's a marker that we just need to rest. So then, what do we do with the pain that still lingers? We embrace it without judgment, for it wasn't ours to start with. We recognize that by having a shadow, it is the price that we must pay in order to shine our light. We must live for the moments of joy, however fleeting they may be, And when you're tired and you have no motivation, no desire to continue, you maybe even feel like letting go, please do it for the moments when it felt easy. Do it for the moments when it felt too hard. Do it for the moments when you felt alive. And please do it for the moments when you didn't want to stay anymore.